On May 4th, 2012, film buffs, comic book fans, and the general movie-going public all flocked in hordes to theaters to watch the obligatory first weekend in May summer blockbuster that occurs every year. And on May 6, 2012, I had the best movie-going experience of my life watching Marvel's The Avengers. First, a little context into how the Marvel phenomenon started. Back in 2008, Marvel Studios released Iron Man, the surprise hit of the summer. After the credits of Iron Man, there was a scene that involved our protagonist, Tony Stark, encountering a character named Colonel Nick Fury, portrayed by Samuel L. Jackson. He tells Tony that he has become part of a larger universe and recruits him for a program called
the Avenger Initiative.
After that point, Marvel Studios took a huge risk and made a series of films that were all set in the same world, and all of them were building up to this Avengers Initiative idea.
What if I told you we were putting a team together?
And in 2012, Marvel finally gave us the payoff to the 5 films that preceded it with the Avengers. The reason I bring this up is to show that this was more than just a random superhero film. This was an event years in the making. So my first real interest in seeing the Avengers came from watching Super Bowl 46 in 2012 between the New York Giants and the New England Patriots. The Patriots lost, but during a commercial break, they showed this ad.
I still believe in heroes.
The power of marketing. So I went to see it opening weekend, along with the rest of America, in a packed theater, and everyone loved it. The crowd was laughing and cheering throughout the whole movie. Director Joss Whedon knows how to make an audience have fun, and he does it perfectly here. The film was full of action, comedy, and everything you would want from a summer blockbuster. There are 2 moments that I recall getting a huge reaction from the crowd, and they both contain the Hulk, who really steals this movie. The first was the scene in which the Hulk punches Thor off screen, continuing their rivalry that was set up earlier in the film. The second was the scene where Hulk beats up Loki, the main villain. This scene got such a laugh that I missed it when the Hulk says,
Puny God.
And it wasn't until the second viewing where I heard the line. I think the best part about the Avengers is how accessible it is to audiences. On that day in May 2012, I had never seen any of the films that had set up this crossover, but I never felt lost watching the movie. Now that I have seen them, I really appreciate that Whedon managed to take 6 larger-than-life characters and have each of them get their time in the spotlight, while still continuing the character arcs set up in previous films. The Avengers has changed the way Hollywood sees blockbuster films. Nowadays, everyone is trying to make a connected universe. Whether or not they will be good remains to be seen. And without the success of Avengers, we wouldn't have gotten excellent Marvel films like Guardians of the Galaxy, which I saw twice on opening weekend, or Captain America: The Winter Soldier, one of, if not the best comic book films ever made. So how has the Avengers changed me? Well, for starters, I own all 10 Marvel Cinematic Universe films, and every time a new one comes out, I'm there opening weekend. I was more excited for Avengers 2: Age of Ultron this year than any movie ever. Each of Marvel's films and TV shows thus far have been entertaining and well done overall. If Marvel keeps up their winning track record, I'll keep coming back every time. And considering their upcoming lineup, I'm sure I will be. If it weren't for the Avengers, I would likely have much less interest in superheroes than I do now. I will always love this movie, and it is the most memorable movie-going experience that I have ever had.